Hi there, it's Cheryl Truesdale, and I am joining you today from the Still Point Center for Spiritual Development here in Las Vegas. And I was just here a few days ago, and I am still enjoying the afterglow of the very first Awaken Your Feminine Spirituality workshop that happened here on April 23rd. And it was absolutely phenomenal being here at Still Point in this sacred environment with a group of beautiful, awakening women. Spending time together with them, really discussing and talking about the things that matter most to our hearts as we really explored compassion and practiced ways to develop that in our own lives. So for today's sacred moment, I am calling it Your Inner Voice. And we're going to talk about the feminine attribute intuition. So intuition, or what others may call your inner voice or divine inner guidance, is a spiritual gift that we all have. But unfortunately, a lot of us live our lives using only the 5 senses that are so familiar to us. And we tend to neglect the reconnection to the most powerful sense that we're all born with. Now, I once read that Gandhi called this voice the voice of truth, and he said that voice is as loud as our willingness to listen. So there's no such thing as no intuition. Everyone possesses the extraordinary gift of intuition. It's actually a mental muscle, and like all muscles, it must be exercised so you can activate it at full capacity and then make it stronger. Really listening to our intuition is a skill that has to be worked at and developed. Now, although we all have intuition, we don't always pay attention to it. Just know that when you're faced with an important decision in your life or your business, or maybe it's a family matter, instead of only looking for the answers outside of yourself, look inside for an inspired insight and trust that it will guide you in the right direction. Now, to strengthen your inner voice into a higher level of your awareness and use your divine inner guidance as a practical life tool, just follow these simple 5 tips. Tip number 1, recognize when your inner voice speaks to you. Your inner voice is subtle, and you may experience it differently than other people. Intuition speaks in different ways for different people. Learn how to recognize how it speaks to you. Your inner voice likes to speak to you. It might be visual messages, it might be thoughts, physical sensations, emotions, or a deep sense of knowing. Now, in my case, I use my body as a barometer. Tip number 2, ask questions and be specific about what you want to know. The clearer the question you ask, the clearer the answer you're going to get. And tip number 3, and this is to me the most important one, quiet your mind. The only way that you'll deepen your intuition is by quieting your mind. Practicing meditation on a regular basis and taking a few breaks during the day to quiet your mind will help you clear your mind of external noise, and you'll be able to connect with your divine inner guidance easier. Tip number 4 is trust your intuition. Trusting and believing in your inner voice is all about trusting and believing in yourself without the need to know why. Trusting your divine inner guidance can be challenging at the beginning, mainly if you've often listened to the negative voices in your head that keep you connected with self-doubt, feelings of unworthiness, shame, and self-judgment. The more you trust yourself, the more success you're going to have. And tip number 5 is take inspired action. When you take inspired action based on the messages from your intuition, you'll be creating space for more intuitive messages to come your way, and you'll be making your relationship with your inner voice stronger. When you learn to quiet the constant external noise, your negative voices, and the busyness that we face in everyday life, you'll open up a channel that will let you listen to your intuition and follow your divine inner guidance. And when you do follow your inner guidance, you'll be in flow with life and live a life that is more authentic. It's full of meaning and love and joy and connection and freedom. Call it intuition, an inner intelligence, or a connection to the divine. However you choose to define it, it's in the practice of meditation, this quieting of the mind and detaching from your thoughts that allow your inner guidance to become uninhibited. Now, if you happen to live in the Las Vegas area, you can join me for the next Awaken Your Feminine Spirituality workshop on Saturday, May 21st, where we're going to spend the entire day exploring and developing the feminine attribute intuition. So to get all the details, just go to awakenyourfemininesspirituality.com. Now I just want to thank you for joining me today for this sacred moment. And remember, you're enough, you matter, and you're loved. I'll see you soon, my friend. Bye.